are going to use the chair today, not yet, but just to start getting warmed up. Let's go ahead and get some around the world. So nice, big, wide stance. I'm going to go hands here, and let's do 10 to the left and 10 to the right. Side note, I am so sore from whatever shenanigans I made y'all do yesterday. Oh yeah, feeling that. All right, and let's go ahead and switch directions. All right, let's pause at the top. Interlace your fingers up this way and reach up, kind of pull on those shoulder blades. Let's go just a little bit side to side. And then I'm going to keep my hands this way and go ahead and step back. I will do some of that with the chair too, but start here. Pull up every time on the hands, on the shoulders. All right, then let's switch your hand position. Let's go thumbs going behind you. Like you're making the letter Y. All right, let's do two more. Now on this last one, let's interlace the fingers again. Sink down and a little bit sideways. All right, come on back up. And same thing, other side. All right, that starts to feel a lot better. All right, let's go ahead and get some rotation, okay? So I want you to just, again, let your arms fly. Let your eyes follow your hands. We want to get those shoulders loosened up. Go two more this way. All right, pause in the middle. Interlace those fingers again, reach everything up. Before we go to the other side, reach your arms forward, separate your shoulder blades, and then reach right back up. And one more time, separate your shoulder blades, reach it up, and let's go the other direction. Let those shoulders fly, arms follow your hands. Two more. All right, let's bring that right back up here one more time. Little bit side to side. All right, keep your fingers interlaced. I'm gonna go feet really wide and we're gonna take it, oh yeah, side to side. And really sink your hip way back. Find a good inner thigh stretch, but make sure you're really pulling on your hands, pulling up on the shoulder blades as we move side to side. Let's go one more to each side. All right, go ahead, pause on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my foot, pin my forearm on the inside of that leg, reach up, let your eyes follow your hands, stretching those shoulders. And take that right to the other side. Grab the other foot and rotate it up. All right, let's grab both feet for a second. You're gonna push on the inside of your knees, and we're gonna rock just a little bit, kind of opening up those hips. All right, let's stand it all the way up. Reach it up. All right, before we use the chair, I'm gonna get into a little bit of a split stance again. And this is not to tax your legs, but I'm gonna go arms out front. And we're actually gonna try to rotate side to side right here. Feel that your eyes follow your hand. All right, let's do the other leg. So just step it back, and this is not to tax your legs at all, just to get a little more rotation in the shoulders. All right, go ahead and stand it back up. I'm gonna grab the chair here. You can use whatever you want. All I'm gonna do with this, I'm really using it as a point of balance, and I wanna let our hips kind of fly a little bit. Let's actually get the arms moving with it. So just swing that leg back and forth, get everything really loose. And then I want you to take this leg and we're gonna circle it backwards. You can bend the knee a little bit if you want to. Just trying to get some more motion in there. All right, and then I'm gonna step back from the chair a little bit and try to let it swing in the front. All right, then I'm still just gonna use it as a point of balance. All I want you to do, you're just gonna hinge at your hip. Get a little bit of a moving stretch for the hamstring. Try to keep the body in a nice straight line. You should feel a nice pull behind the leg you're standing on. Nice big reach forward. All right, I'm gonna do 2 more. All right, last thing on this side is I'm gonna take this leg, cross it over on the other leg, and actually sit right down into it. We'll do this a couple different ways. So your ankle is on top of the knee, and then I'm gonna rotate just a little bit. You should feel a really big stretch somewhere, ideally in the side right over here. All right, stand it up. And we're just gonna do the same thing on the other side. So start off just letting that leg swing, and I'm just using the chair as a point of balance. And then circle it backwards. You can bend the knee if that feels better, or keep the leg straight. All right, and I'm gonna step back a little bit. Try to let it swing in the front. Now my hips are cement, so this is good. Anybody who sits a lot, our hips get really tight. All right, and then once again, we're gonna hinge. Okay, so reach the back leg back, reach that arm forward. Try to keep your body in a straight line. Then we're gonna do 2 more. All right, now let's cross this one over and sit it down. You know, I'm gonna rotate just a little bit. It just adds a little something. All right, stand it up. Last thing I'm gonna do with the chair. You can do this with a chair, with a wall, with whatever. I'm gonna just actively push against it. And this one, it might move. I'm gonna push it all the way over here against the other chair. And I want you to take a step back, push actively against it, and then reach that same arm over and back. Just gonna give us a bigger stretch in those hip flexors. Step it back, push into the chair. Same arm comes up, little bit of a side bend there. Okay, we'll just do 5 of those on each side. Then we're gonna migrate towards the floor. Sink it down, squeeze that back butt cheek, reach the arm over. Come on up. Pushing against the chair. Squeeze the back butt cheek, can't forget that part. All right, 2 more on each side. All right, hopefully you feel that's a little bit more stretch in the hip flexors. We are gonna scrap the chair now. And I'm gonna get my mat out here. All right, so let's start off with, sorry, that was kind of noisy. I'm actually gonna start off in a half kneeling position. We're gonna do a little bit more of opening up the shoulders and a little bit more with the hamstrings. So first thing I wanna do here is, once again, we're gonna do the same kind of thing we did standing up. Arms forward, and you're gonna open from one side and then open up to the other side. Let your eyes follow your hand, and we're trying to just move at the shoulder girdle. One more to each side. And then I want you to take the opposite arm. Let's pin it on that front leg and get a nice static stretch there. You can give it a little pull on the side of your knee, eyes following your hand. All right, come back to the middle. Interlace those fingers. Once again, reach everything up. And then go ahead, straighten out your front leg. And now all we're gonna do is, once again, hinge back at the hip, but we're gonna add some arm circles. You should feel a pretty good stretch in the hamstring. Keep your foot relaxed, just hinging and trying to circle and scoop as big as you can. Let's do 3 more. And 3. All right, now we're gonna try to grab onto the back foot. That's always a bit of a trick, at least for me it is. And the idea is to get that back foot as close to your butt as you can. Oh yeah. Squeeze that back butt cheek, pulling on that leg, and if you can, go ahead and grab onto that opposite knee. If you drop your foot, just pick it back up. All right, before we switch sides, I'm gonna take this leg out to the side. I'm gonna have to lose my shoes here in a second. And we're gonna find a nice inner thigh stretch. Hope you can see my foot. First thing I actually want you to do is rotate your foot towards the ceiling and back down towards the floor. We're gonna get just a little bit deeper into our hip rotators and inner thigh muscles there. All right. And then I want you to sink back. So I'll kind of go to the side here. Sink back. I'm gonna take this arm, bring it underneath. And I want you to kind of grip the mat, the floor, whatever, with your elbow, and feel that really good stretch in the back of the shoulder blade. All right, come on up. We're gonna take it to the middle, and then we'll go to the other knee. So I'm going knees a little bit wider, feet together. Reach everything in front, sink back, and just feel that really good pull behind the shoulder blades there. All right. And let's go other foot forward. And once again, we're gonna start off the same way, hands coming to the front, and we're gonna open up side to side, just getting more motion in the shoulder blades. Eyes follow your hand. One more to each side. And interlace those fingers. Oh, reach everything up. A little bit of a side bend there. And then pin that forearm. Open up the other way. Good static stretch in the shoulder blades. All right, and then go ahead, straighten out that front leg to your comfort level. Scoop it down, reach it up. Nice big circles, just hinging back at the hip, wherever you feel a nice hamstring stretch. Let's get 3 more here. And 3. Oh yeah, reach it up. All right, let's see how the grabbing the foot goes on this side. You tell my quads are a little tight. It's all right. All self-inflicted, so don't feel bad for me. All right, squeezing that back butt cheek. Trying to get your foot as close to your butt as you can. Grabbing onto that front leg. You need to find something to balance on, definitely do that. All right, let's go ahead and set it down. And once again, I'm going to take this leg out to the side now. Ooh, and just rotate it towards the ceiling and back down towards the floor. You should feel a really good stretch on the inner thigh there. Probably a few other places too. All right, sink it back, take this arm, reach it underneath. Oh yeah, get a good pull on that elbow. All right, and come on back up this way. And once again, I'm gonna go knees a little bit wider. And I'm gonna reach everything straight forward to start. Sink your hips back. All right, then come on back up. I'm gonna take one arm across my body, plant it on the floor, other hand comes on top, and you're gonna kick your hip the opposite direction. Not kick it, but move it the opposite direction. All right, come on up, let's take that the other way. So opposite hands. Oh, just give it a good pull. All right, hopefully that feels good. Okay, next up, we're gonna take it into a tall plank position. And we're gonna do a bunch of things from this tall plank position here. The first thing though is you just want to let your shoulder blades sink down and round and back up. Okay, sink them down and round and back up. And one more time, just sink the shoulder blades down and round them up. And then let's try to put your heels towards the floor, okay, pushing against the floor. You should feel a decent calf stretch there, at least hopefully. And then you're going to alternate, lift one leg at a time, bring it back down. We'll just get a couple of those on each side. All right, bring it right back down here. And then take one foot all the way forward. Okay, you should have that foot right next to your hand. You're going to take the same elbow, come down towards the instep, and reach up and around. Okay, bring that elbow down, reach up and around. Now the whole time you want to be squeezing this opposite butt cheek here. So we're really getting some motion in the hips. Let's get one more here. All right, now drop your back knee. I want you to keep squeezing that butt cheek and let's get some really nice big circles on this arm. All right, and go ahead, bring it back up. Let's take that to the other side. So now this elbow, bring it down towards the inside of your shoe, rotate up and around, eyes follow your hand. The whole time you're squeezing that back butt cheek. Let's do 2 more. All right, drop that back knee, keep the back butt cheek squeezed. Let's circle that arm around. All right, come right back here. Bring that leg back out. Next up, I'm gonna take one leg, I'm gonna bring it just towards my chest. Back out. We'll just do that a couple times. Bring it up. Bring it back out. Bring it up. Bring it back out. And if you can, take that leg. Try to get it underneath your body. Okay, ideally, it's sort of perpendicular. You should feel a pretty good stretch on the side of that leg. Don't worry, we won't stay here long. It's not the most comfortable thing. And then bring that knee all the way up and sink yourself right down over that front knee. Reaching everything forward, you should get a really nice pull in the side of your butt there. All right. Come on back up. Let's take that to the other side. So knee comes towards your chest, back out. And take it underneath. Just hang out there for a second. We're not hanging out here too long. And bring it all the way up. Oh gosh, yeah, sink everything down over it. All right. And then let's go ahead and come right back here. I'm gonna actually put my knees down and we're gonna do a couple things in this position. So first off, take one hand and put it behind your ear. You're gonna rotate down and rotate up and around. Ideally, just moving at the shoulders. Try to get that elbow to point towards the ceiling if it's willing to go there. All right, one more there. And then we're gonna take that same arm, bring it all the way underneath and bring it right back up. You can also extend the back leg a little bit if that's more comfortable, or keep your knees right underneath you. Bring it in, bring it up. One more, and we'll switch to the other side. All right, other hand behind your ear, bring it down, rotate it up. Try to get that elbow to point towards the ceiling. One more. And take that arm, bring it down underneath, and rotate up, eyes follow your hands. Good, 2 more. All right, back on your hands and knees. We're gonna reach opposite arm and leg. You bring the arm out to the side, bring it back down and switch. Nice reach forward, reach it to the side and back down. A little bit of core stability, lengthening. So working on those shoulders. How about one more to each side? All right, we are gonna lie on our backs, but before we do that, I'm gonna come into a tall kneeling position. I'm gonna face this way just to see what I'm doing. Take your hand, pat yourself on the back. You want you to try to grab that elbow. Oh yeah. And take the whole thing sideways. All right, come on back up. Take it the other way. All right, interlace your fingers, reach everything up, reach your hands slightly behind your head and forward. Oh yeah, and back up. A little side to side And then let's actually go ahead and lay down here for a second. All right, so a couple things we're gonna try real quick here. And one is just gonna be grab onto the back of your knee, pulling your toes kind of towards your head. I want you to take the other leg and we're just gonna lift it up and down a couple times. All right, just one more time there. I would do more if we had time, but let's take our arms out to the side. Take this leg and you're gonna rotate, try to touch the foot there, touch it here. Touch it on this side, touch it on this side. Okay, arms stay right where they are, ideally. And then you're gonna kick it up, kick it, and kick it. That's the extent of my rocket kicks right there. All right, take that knee, cross it over your chest. Ooh, you're gonna hug it, rock just a little bit, and then we'll go to the other side. All right, let's grab onto the back of the other leg. Lift this one up a couple times. I think we did 5 on the other side. All right, and arms down here. Try to touch and touch. Oh yeah, cement hips over here. This is good. And then try to kick it and kick it. All right, and bring it to the middle. Oh goodness, let's hug that knee to your chest. And go ahead and rock just a little bit. All right, set it down. Couple more things, arms out to the side, totally. Bring the knees to 90 degrees and let both hips just fall gently side to side. Try to keep your arms where they are. All right. And then I want you to lift your butt off the ground, pushing through your butt cheeks. Take one arm, reach it across your body, and then circle it around. Really try to reach it. You should feel a good pull behind that shoulder blade and circle it around. Keep your butt in the air. 2 more circles on this side. We'll switch sides. All right, take it to the other side. Oh, tighter on that side. Keep the butt up, don't let it drop. All right, last one there. Reach everything up, reach it over your head, keeping your butt in the air. And let's go ahead and get your hands behind your knees. We're gonna rock all the way up. And then I haven't done this one in a while. I'm gonna try it. All right. This one's emotional. Okay, if you have anything you can put your back foot on, we're gonna get the world's greatest hip flexor stretch of all time. Now that we are really warm. Oh yeah. So anything you can support your back foot on, and you're gonna just lean into it, squeeze that back butt cheek. You should feel a really big stretch in the front of that hip. Then once again, reach everything up and pin your forearm on the front knee, rotating around. We'll get the other leg and hopefully launch you back into your day feeling like you're moving a little better. All right, go ahead and switch legs. This actually works against the wall too. It's just nice if you can actually put your foot on something. Reach everything up, squeezing that back butt cheek. And come on down, pin your forearm on the front leg. All right. And with that, let's go ahead and stand it up.